So I'm Addison and this is my friend Dom.
Hi, we are two go-go dancers from London.
And we are here dancing for Ski Week and European Gay Ski Week 2017.
Woo!
Hey guys, I'm Davey Wavy and we are at European Gay Ski Week in the French Alps. Now because today we are talking about sex and love and intimacy, today's video is brought to us by Hornet. Hornet is basically the app that Grindr should have been, and here's why. Number one, the profiles are actually social profiles, so you can learn a lot more about people and you can follow them and you can even click on hashtags to find people that have similar interests to you. Okay, but here's the clincher. 95% of the profiles have face pictures. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Number two is the Discover tab. So here's the thing, Hornet has the largest gay newsroom in the entire world with a team that is constantly curating really interesting, shareable content from around the world. Number three, speaking of across the globe, they have this really cool feature where you can zoom in and check out guys in any area, anywhere in the world. And since there are 18 million guys who are using Hornet, you are gonna have your hands full. I might have some other things full too. So download the app, I'm gonna put the link down below, and I'll also put the link to my Hornet profile so that you guys can follow me and embark on your own adventures of sex and love and intimacy. All right, so let's get back to those go-go boys. What do you think the rest of us can learn from go-go dancers about like?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
But you guys, like, you embody sexiness, right?
Okay.
It's weird because you don't really think of it like that.
Yeah, I just think of it as...
it's just having a lovely time.
Yeah, just having a laugh. Like, I hate the idea of being one of those like big posy ones, like, oh,
I call them the
look at me,
traffic cone
look at me.
dancers, like, tense.
Like, I always want to be, like, I want to make eye contact with people that are
Interact.
there and like have a laugh with them.
You guys are both English,
Yes, unfortunately, sorry.
but we're in France.
Yeah.
What is sexy about French guys?
Everything, but they can be quite mysterious. A sexy attitude, you know?
Have either of you ever had sex with a French guy before?
Probably.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just one at a time, or?
Is sex with a French guy different?
I think sex with anyone is different each time. I think that's why I like it. I like having sex with different people to experience different types of sex. And what I find interesting as I'm getting older as well is the different, like, the comparison between love and sex and how you make those two things work together. You can find someone that you can fall absolutely totally in love with, but then not have the sex side of things. And then you can have great sex with someone and then just the love doesn't fall into place. And I mean, there's no book, everyone's so different.
When I first moved to London and like started actually being part of like the gay scene, I very quickly sort of learned, I was like, oh, everything that we kind of get told about relationships, like straight relationships, monogamy, like all of that, I was like, you kind of have to scrap most of it and start again and like build things in a different way.
We're kind of brought up on Disney, aren't we?
Yeah, that's right.
I was raised by Disney. So they ride off into the sunset and no one tells you about the hair pulling and the domestic abuse afterwards.
Not you again. Naked on a bed.
Is everything naked?
I'm glad that you warmed up the camera for us, boys. Hello, it's me, Cheddar Gorgeous, and this is Patty Pam Pam and Lady Galore.
And we're from Europe. It's Manchester, Amsterdam, Maastricht.
And we are drag queens at European Gay Ski Week. Okay.
So what do drag queens know about sex?
Everything?
I think it depends on the drag.
Well,
surely.
more than the
Like
usual
human
person,
beings,
because
like
we get in
drag
touch
queens.
with
Yeah.
people who are really f***ing freaky.
I think you kind of throw yourself open to something in a different way, don't you, when you're a drag? Because you look like, you know, like we do, they assume that you can take anything.
I'm not a bottom. I cannot take anything.
Have you ever done it in drag?
Yes. This one time, there was this guy at the bar. He was super, super hot, which I would never be able to get when I'm a guy. And he was there, and he was good. And I was like, okay, I'll f you off. But do I feel sexual in drag? No.
Do you feel sexy?
I feel sexy.
Yeah.
But I'm not having sex when I'm drag. Because you spend another 3 hours maybe, or one and a half, doing makeup. And then the is
Just swallow it.
ruining my face now.
How do you suck when a is ruining your face? Like,
Drag or no drag, what is your best sex tip?
I think it's really important just to be honest with whoever you're with, you know, with the person or persons. I will be honest is the only promise that never has to change.
my sex tip would be hard, wet, and nasty.
So transitioning into the relationship world has
We're not transitioning.
The what? Yeah.
We're drag queens.
And what's the relationship? It's difficult dating. because everybody has this preconceived notion of what drag is and how those people are out of drag.
So much of, especially the way gay people, gay men especially, the way that they do sex and the way that they find sexual partners is so based on these really weird fantasies they make around one another. And that can particularly be around either being like a camp guy, or that could be about being more often about having a hyper masculine guy. And I think a drag queen is a threat to that. So people may love you and they may embrace you, but people do find it, I think, harder to connect with you immediately on a sexual level because you don't resemble that fantasy.
When it comes to sex and love and intimacy, what do you want our audience to know?
Let go of the fantasy, because I think if you're gonna have like really good sex or a really good relationship, you have to get past the fantasy part. So it's like, who is this person and what do they want and what makes them tick and what turns them on, and that isn't always about what my original fantasy was, and let it grow.
My advice would
Let
be,
it grow.
My advice would be get on Hornet, make a profile, and your way into happiness, darlings.